Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Inside Battlefield. My name is Tom, community manager for Battlefield, and in the past weeks we shared with you a preview of Battlefield 2042's Redux period that's kicking off tomorrow. So today we'll have a quick chat about what you'll play and what other changes are coming alongside update 5.3 that's going right alongside Redux. But also we're chatting a little bit about Season 6 because we've seen that you had some more questions there as well. So with me today are Bruce and Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
You have a new name now. Ryan. So folks, how's it going?
Not bad, Tom. Good to be here.
Yeah, good to be back.
Hell yeah.
I think we sat down last week as well for another...
My life's changed. I have a new name and everything. It's going to be
Ryan.
fantastic.
Ryan.
That guy sounds tough.
That dude sounds like a badass.
Yeah, I'd buy games from that guy.
But to get down to it, how are you feeling about Redux going live tomorrow?
I'm super excited, Tom. I mean, I'm a fan, so I always get excited when we're launching something new. In this case, it's more greatest hits package,
yep.
Which we're going to get into in a bit. But yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I think when you look at it, when we look at it, we sat down and we've been reviewing this for a few weeks now. When you look at where this game came from, I guess 18 months now, it's, November 21st, there's a whole bunch of cool things we did in Season 1 and Season 2 that many of our players today didn't get to see, didn't get to take part in. And I think we did this when I look back at my BF5 time, similar, we had a Battle Fest around the same time, was really just to celebrate for some of these players, some of the really cool things that went on earlier in the earlier seasons. And we think, Redux is going to be a really good package of that kind of experience that I think the players are going to have a good time with it. I think Bruce and the team have done a really good job of pulling that together into something fun.
Yep. So to confirm, we've had feedback from players like, hey, these limited time modes during the season are awesome. Can we have them back? But also from a team's perspective, that's always something we want to do, but also celebrate, the best moments of those seasons. So yeah, I think Bruce and the gang, excited that it's finally going live tomorrow. You put together a cool package. But before we dive into Redux, I wanted to chat a bit more about Season 6 as well. So on August 15th, we released the development update where we detailed Redux for the first time. Mm-hmm. We also gave a glimpse of Season 6 with Bruce, your voice. You did the voiceover for that development update. So again, nice voice. That's why we have you on the podcast as well.
Thank you very much.
So we only shared details on the new map then. So we've had questions from players okay, so Redux, is that the new season? So to confirm, no, Redux is not the new season. Redux starts August 29, runs for 6 weeks. Directly after that is Season 6. But we haven't shared full details on Season 6 yet. But today, I hope that we can share a little bit more about what can players expect from the season, because it's a full season of content like they're used to. So, Bruce, Ryan, over to you.
It is, Tom, yeah. So, we're hyped for Season 6. It's coming. It's going to have a new vehicle. There's going to be some new weapons. There's going to be a new map. There's going to be a new mode. So, that's really, without giving too much away, that's what we're hyped for. It's a full season package. So, nobody needs to think it's just the map.
Yep.
It's a full package, so we can't wait to bring it in.
Yep. Yeah. This is Battle Pass gadgets. I think you missed it.
Battle Pass gadgets.
Those are in there as well.
Yeah,
everything's in there.
I think it's we've got no more maps to rework, because I think we've done all 7 as we promised. So that was the big moment for Season 5. The team has looked at it. We do a season. We deliver the player the value we think they've come to expect with the season. And I think, I got asked this question a few weeks ago. Season 6, I think there's something special in there that I think the players are really gonna like, and I think that's something why I think the team wants to keep it a little bit more vague, because I think that when we get there, players are going to be quite excited about what they're going to get.
Yeah,
I think so, Ryan. But internally, yeah, playing that map has been a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm
the
finding
grin on Bruce's face. And look, folks, to everyone listening, we know obviously you want to know now. We would love to share more details. We actually cannot wait. When we say that, we want to share it now, but we're not ready to share it just yet. So towards the end of Redux is when we'll be back to give you those full details, and we'll unpack the full season just like you're used to, and we'll talk through all the new content and, what it took for the team to develop it, what it feels like to us, and hopefully how you get to experience it as well. So personally, very excited for that, but that is coming, and we just wanted to confirm that again today as well. But Ryan, again, like, you actually haven't been on the podcast yet, so is there anything more you want to share as well from like the perspective of the team?
You mean just from my personal stories, or
whatever you feel like? Not like, just, how's the team feeling? And
no, and I think the team has really, they've really settled into I don't know if groove is the right word, but I think we've been looking at this a lot lately as we move past, as we came out of season 4 and sort of got, as we went into looking at season 5 being that to me, it was that first big step of the team sort of embracing the identity that it's built over this journey. And I think the important thing for us when we look at this, and this is why I love players right now want more season 6. There's the sense of a little bit of disappointment that we've got this Redux thing, because they really want the season. Yep. I think as a game and a team, the connection that we've built with the players in this game is part of who this team is, right? It's they feel that the community is in everything that we do. The seasons they want to build in terms of how we excite them, how we surprise them, but also how do we give them those Battlefield experiences that we wanted. It's been a journey, and I think the team is sort of really embracing that. And so when as Bruce said, you see the smile on his face. What they're doing, what they're doing for season 6, I think personally is something that the team really wants to do, for the players, for the community, to really give them something they maybe haven't seen before, but, is Battlefield. And I think that to me is everything that makes live service fun. It's everything about the sort of sandbox nature of this franchise. And it's also, that connection to this community, which is, one of the best communities I've ever sort of been a part of as a game maker. It just makes it super fun.
Yeah. Okay. No, thanks for sharing that. And I don't know, Bruce, if you even want to add to that as well.
I mean, no, I totally agree. It's we've had a really good summer. The team,
not weather-wise. Sorry, I have to.
So that's why the team has had a really good summer.
Yeah, we've been locked in doing stuff. It's a hell of a team. There's a lot of passion there. For me, going through season 5 and then Redux and then season 6, it's just like Ryan said. We love to see what the community say. I get really hyped up when I see things like feedback for Reclaimed. Hourglass 2, we finished that, so that kind of finished what was the end of our promise to change all the maps for 2042 and improve them. And we want to keep making those changes. We always want to hear from our players. And that's one of the things I love. So, Reclaimed was great. Season 5 was brilliant. But some of the bits we're throwing in for season 6, I'm intrigued to see what the players say. So, yeah. I can't wait.
As a team, I think we've upped our game for the next season. That's how I've seen it.
Yeah, and I think, like we said, I think, Redux is something that we wanted to do to really celebrate and share some of the content that maybe new players haven't enjoyed. But also, I think the timing for season 6 is really important as well. And I think, as you say, like this whole journey, Bruce, to this point is just watching the team up its game as we go. Like, so as we said, we've run out of reworks to the maps that we have. Now, this isn't to say that the team isn't thinking of what else it can do, but again, that whole journey of watching what this team has done with each of those 7 maps and taking the work of what came out at launch and finding a way to make those things good Battlefield experiences. They've learned some pretty cool things that now they're looking at what else can we do. And I think that as a journey for us is huge. Just not just for this game, but where we want to take this. I mean, it's probably the most fun team I've ever worked on.
Bruce is smiling.
It's because we hired Bruce.
So I guess to confirm or summarize, so if you've missed some of the mid-season events that we had, we wanted to bring those back for you in Redux. Maybe you just enjoyed them, you want to play them again, or maybe you're a new player and you came in later during the seasons and you've just not seen them before, then they're completely new for you as well. So I think as a team with Redux, that's are a few of the points we wanted to touch on. And just also as a team, just what Ryan said, celebrate that year, because, we're in season 5 now. Year 1 is behind us. And I think there was a lot of cool gameplay moments in there that we're bringing back within these 6 weeks.
There's all sorts, Tom. I mean, we've got, Liquidators, Battle of Nordvik, Leviathan Rising coming back. It is a greatest hits.
Yeah.
I mean, personally as well, I'm happy because I play 4 or 5 hours a night on Battlefield, but there's still stuff I missed from the previous seasons. So, I'll be there trying to unlock that stuff. And as you said, for the new players, if you've missed it, go play that game mode. If you like it and you love it, let us know.
Yeah.
It's flip side as well. If you hate it, let us know why.
I mean, we're always looking for your feedback. And, no matter where you are, like Twitter, Discord, Reddit, just post, share your thoughts. We appreciate it if you can be constructive, but share your thoughts. We'll be reading there, like myself and Kevin from the community team. We're there literally every day, reading your thoughts and sharing them with the rest of the team. So, Bruce, let's take a quick look at the schedule then. So, the community calendar is available on our social media accounts and on the Battlefield website as well. But if you're instead listening, what do we have in the first 2 weeks?
So, first 2 weeks is Liquidators.
Yep.
So, you're going to be able to play that again. So, we're looking at Tactical Conquest and Rush XL. And there's going to be 6 unlockable rewards attached to that. So, that's bringing back Liquidators for week 1 and 2.
And then so there's basically you have 3 stages. So then week 3, 4, and 5, 6.
Just 3 phases, yeah.
Go
3
for
phases. So phase 1, as we said, Liquidators week 1 and 2. 3 and 4, weeks 3 and 4, we're bringing back the Battle of Nordvik. So Conquest Assault, Breakthrough Chaos, 6 unlockable rewards again. You're going to notice a theme here. And then phase 3, so weeks 5 and 6, we've got Leviathan Rising. So personal favours of mine, Shutdown is coming back. And we've got Shutdown 8v8, but we're adding in Shutdown 12v12. So that's going to get sweaty blueberry carnage.
Yep.
After when Shutdown comes back. So looking forward to that.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce, but I mean, again, it's 6 rewards per event.
Yep.
But they're not the same ones that we did originally. So for those players who did experience, there's still a reason to come back and earn some new things, right?
Yeah, that's right, Ryan. Yeah, that's right.
So new things, and to add to that, there is, throughout the entirety of Redux, during those 6 weeks, there is a specific reward track. Just earn your ribbons like you're used to from other events, and that's how you unlock those rewards. And that's just ongoing throughout the entire Redux period.
Yeah, you'll be able to unlock ribbons in any official game mode during the entire period that Redux is on. So,
and to help you out, if you're a fan, some double XP weekends thrown in. And I think we forgot to mention here, but all of these experiences on new maps as well. So it's not the same as you're used to. We're adding new maps to them as well to improve the gameplay experience based on feedback we had. Like, hey, this would play good on this map or maybe on that other map. So Shutdown was originally 8 versus 8. Now we're increasing it to 12v12. It's another example. So as a summary, a lot of stuff to look forward to. We hope folks will enjoy. And again, we know you want season 6, so right after Redux, we will be back. There will be a full season of content, and we can't wait to talk about it. So, Bruce, another item that I wanted to touch on was Control. So we've got a lot of good feedback from players. They asked us, can you bring it back? And I think we can confirm that. Yeah.
Yes, we can. So very happy to confirm that Control is coming back. I believe by the time this podcast goes live, it will actually be out. We've been really, really stoked to see the feedback. We love that mode. The players seem to love that mode. People are asking if we can bring it back permanently. We will look at that for the future, maybe. But in the meantime, you'll be able to play Control, well, from next week as of today, but from now.
Yeah, by the time folks listen to it, it's available for play. So, and so not a permanent game mode right now, but we're rotating it like some of our other game modes. So during Redux, it will be available.
It will be in there, as part of Redux. So give it a play. We've made some adjustments to it, like we always do. I believe it's on some new maps as well during Redux, so that's great to see. And like we always say, let us know what you think about it. We love the mode. It's great fun, crazy escalation, crazy action towards the end of each round. So let us know what you think. But yeah, you'll be able to play Control as part of Redux as well.
Awesome. Then alongside Redux, there is update 5.3. So that is basically an update with a bunch of quality of life fixes that we also wanted to get ahead of Season 6 into players' hands already. So Bruce, can you quickly walk us through some of the highlights there?
Yeah, so the first one is actually a codex feature. So this is a codex that's added into the game. You can go and read about the lore, the specialists, the maps, the world of 2042. So if you're into the narrative side or just want to know more about the game, you can jump in there and take a look. And we're going to be updating that with each update each season. So if there's something new in the game, it will be there in the codex.
Okay.
And then various changes for 5.3. So one thing we're doing is we're looking at vehicle count adjustments on all maps, especially Conquest 64 player and 128. So what you'll see there is we can change the number of vehicles and the types of vehicles on the map. We can change that really quickly. If you like what you see, let us know. If you're not enjoying it, also let us know, as we always say. But that's really exciting because we might push some interesting ideas like, right, this map's going to go out with just tanks, or this map's going to have more little birds than normal. Do people like it? Is it enjoyable? Does it break the map? So we're looking forward to seeing the feedback on that.
And the decision was already based on player feedback. We wanted us to tweak a little bit, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And again, we can make further changes, so let us know.
Yeah. And then a few other ones. So we've got the blast damage on the hovercrafts. We've removed it.
So that's for the hovercraft and the lead fee, because I think what we've learned is it was shredding infantry too much.
It was. Yeah. It was. So yeah, we've adjusted that. We reduced the damage attack helicopters take from the AA of the Jaguar and the flak explosion by 25%. Because it was a bit too much as well.
Too much as well.
Helicopter thermal seat now has the option to use thermals, which is good. So they can actually use it.
I actually see that. I messed up that patch now, but it is helicopter. One of the helicopter seats now has thermal options.
Now has thermal options.
Sorry, that's my mistake.
Say that again. Yeah.
And then, underbarrels.
Yep, underbarrels. So resolving just general issues with the weapons for the underbarrels and some magazine types. So they were causing damage with either recall but not properly damaging players. So we fixed that up. So the RPG and recall-less projectiles, we've made them 17% slower. It's more difficult. You can't really use snipe infantry anymore. It's not their primary purpose, so therefore, taking out vehicles.
Yeah. Well, you can still do, but it's a bit more difficult. It requires more skill now to snipe other players.
Yeah, you got to lead the shot a bit more. You can't just jump in and boom out, as we say. So yeah, that's changed. We were seeing some areas in the geometry where explosions were passing through. So we've covered those up.
Yeah, I think we already made some improvements there in update 5.2, but we found other instances where explosions still went through walls, etc.
Yeah.
So that should happen even less now.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
And then Crawford's Mountain Vulcan, we've made a little bit stronger, so he's more competitive. So the Vulcan, you'll see it now when you throw it down, it shreds quite nicely.
Okay, so, awesome. And this one is actually, we had quite a lot of feedback on this one that players didn't want to pick Crawford because, his mounted Vulcan just didn't really feel impactful. So that it should feel much better now. So again, let us know if you have feedback on that, how it feels. So that was a short overview of some of the changes. The patch notes should be in your hands already, or otherwise shortly, if you want a full update on what's new in 5.3. Yeah, so that's awesome. Thank you, Bruce. Anything more you want to add or share?
No, I mean, I love hearing, going through these patch notes.
That's what a senior producer is like. You're going through the patch notes now.
No, for me, the great thing about looking at the patch notes now, it's less about the changes we make to underbarrels or the changes to the RPG, which are super important. It's from where I started in this place. The fact that we can make these changes really quick now, we can adapt to player feedback. Yep. It used to be really hard for us now, and as you say, we're now at a place where, and I know Bruce means it. Hey, if you have feedback on this weapon and it's not performing, we can tweak that. We can change that. We can move quickly. So we don't have these month-long gaps where people get frustrated and just give up on things. We can make those changes. So when I look through the patch notes, it's an awesome microcosm of the journey that we've been on for the last, it's even before 2042 of our ability to kind of better service players. So it's just fun to kind of see it and go, oh yeah, we can do that now. Oh, that's we did that. That's good.
So I think to summarize, we are rolling out a game update every 2 weeks on average now. But also, as Ryan mentioned, we can tweak certain items in a live setting. For example, we want to make this gadget stronger or weaker, or we want to change the vehicle counts on the map. Like, we can just do that on the fly. So if we see, we monitor that feedback very carefully. If we see there's a very big impact that's outside of the norm, then our team is ready to make those changes. But we also don't want to, tweak the live environment too much, because we want to make sure you have a consistent gameplay experience. But feedback, keep it coming. That's it for an overview of what's coming to Season 6, what we're very excited about, alongside, Redux going live tomorrow and update 5.3, which launches alongside it. So what we have next now is the most important bit for a lot of people, is where we eat a cookie on the podcast. It's also why I had to bribe Ryan. He said, if you don't have a cookie, I won't be here. Tom, just get your shit together. So that's, I guess, what we'll do now. He's looking at me like, what?
It better be a Canadian cookie.
It is not. Is it?
We'll find out.
So normally Nika is like our cookie connoisseur, and she brings cookies from all over the world. What I have today is like, you can barely call it a cookie. This is a little bit of a budget cookie of the week, so I apologize.
None of you can see it, but he's not underselling this. It's he literally he found the bar and set it low and then underachieved.
So it's basically a chocolate waffle. So do you want a piece?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat it, but I'm not gonna enjoy it.
No, me neither. But so sorry, folks. I do not have an exciting cookie of the week. I cannot pronounce this in English. It's called Kex.
It's like a drier Kit Kat,
Yeah.
in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, folks.
It's like a really.
I will do better next time. I swear. That's also why we need Nika, because she has the best cookies.
She does. She just has a great sweet tooth.
Yeah. And Nika, I believe, she's sitting next to you, Bruce, and she always has a nice stash of cookies and other awesome things to eat. So you're a lucky man just to sit there. So, folks, that's all we have for you today. We hope you will enjoy Battlefield 2042's Redux. That becomes available to play tomorrow alongside update 5.3. Bruce and Ryan, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. Ryan, this was your first time on the podcast, I believe. Been trying to get you on for a while.
Question was, will it be the last time he invites me on the podcast?
We'll see how this goes. We'd love to hear from you if you have any feedback, so get in touch with us through #InsideBattlefield on our social channels, or otherwise on podcast@battlefield.com. And then lastly, from all of us here at our Battlefield studios, stay classy and PTFO. Bye-bye.
See ya.